Hey YouTube, so I just wanted to come and check in with y'all again. I wanted to show you my hair. This is a twist out with Bantu knots. Since I've been here, I found a different way, like a different pattern to twist my hair in to get this look, to achieve this look. So I'm going to try and show you. This is on my iPad, so I can't get as clear, a video as I do at home, but I really like the way it came out with the pattern that I used to twist my hair. I did wear this like this to conference, but I would say that I guess the best way to describe it is if you want kind of like, I don't want to call it a sexy twist out, but kinda, because, I mean, like this dress I can wear out to work. I guess it just depends on the shoes, I just had on some wedges with this dress, so it looked more work appropriate. But if I put on, just some, like strappy sandals or something, then this dress would be more something that I can wear out. And I would definitely say this hair style is something that I can wear out, and I really like the way it came out. When I get back, and once I get my hair all cleaned and detoxed and deep conditioned and everything, I'm gonna make a video so that I can show you exactly how I did it. For the most part, I can, explain it, but I twisted upward like I've shown before in some other videos, but I also separately twisted my bangs, flat twisted forward, and I put Bantu knots out on the end. So as you can see, it really, to me, I mean, I really like it. It gave a really nice look. I got compliments on my hair today, so, I like, changing stuff up just a little bit, just change the pattern that you use to twist your hair, or change, at the ends. Are you going to do Bantu knots at the ends? Do the cocoon curls at the ends? Are you going to put some rods on it? It's just, amazing how our hair, it's just something as simple as, did I twist in this direction or this direction, can make the difference in your hairstyle. I've worn plenty of twist outs, but I really like the way this one came out. And I probably had maybe 8 twists upward, and the bangs I made the twist smaller, so there were, I think, 6 or 8 twists in my bangs. So when I get back, I'll do it. I did it on stretched hair. I would say, the longer you want it to look, the more stretched you want your hair to be when you do the style. But my hair was pretty stretched out because the day before, in the daytime yesterday, I wore my hair in a high bun, and I just had my bangs, swooped and pinned. And then for the evening, for dinner, that bird scared me. Whew. I'm not scared of animals, but he just startled me because he just did that real loud, right in the tree next to my balcony. But anyway, I wore my hair up in a bun, and the bangs were already stretched out and swooped over, so it was already pretty stretched out. And last night, last night evening for dinner and other stuff, I took the bangs and just changed them a little bit for the evening. Actually, yesterday in the daytime, the bangs were twisted. So in the evening, I let them out and made a big swoop, and I pulled all the rest of it over into like a side banana clip. So it was, stretched out, and there was a banana clip on the side. And, so before I went to bed, I just went ahead and twisted it up, and this is what I came out with. And there was very minimal manipulation this morning. I just took the twist out, and for the most part, everything fell where it needed to fall. The only thing is my bangs, because yesterday I wore them on the other side, my bangs, I did have to pin them down. So there are 2 bobby pins here in my bangs to keep them down. But I really like the look. I think it came out nicely. I definitely encourage anybody, just play with your hair some. I'm not saying play with it a lot, because that the more you play with your hair, the more likely you are to have breakage and to damage it. But what I mean when I say play with your hair is you can't really hurt by trying a different style. So try to style it just a little bit different. braid one way, braid the other. You know, you always wear your bangs on one side, flip and wear them on the other side. Part it in the middle. You know, just something, you know, something minor, a minor change with your hair. The worst that can happen, honestly, is that you wind up wearing a bun or a puff that day. You know, so, you know, as far as the styling goes, switch it up a little bit, because, you know, you might come out with a style that you really, really like. And, you know, and it's something that's not really hard to do. So, you know, just mess around with it. You know, I mean, I don't really have any tips other than the fact that I do just mess with my hair. I mean, I might get in the mirror and pull it, you know, one way or pull it the other way just to see what it'll look like. You know, and then it's like, oh yeah, that, you know, that'll look cute. And then I just try it out. And if it doesn't work, you know, then I just have to, you know, move and do something else, you know, for that day. You know, I might have to wear a style that I wore yesterday. You know, I usually like to switch my hair almost every day. You know, I do protective styling. I know it might not seem like it, but I do sometimes, but not all the time, you know. So I encourage you to mess around with your hair. You might come out with something cute. If you do, share it with me. Share it with the rest of us, because, you know, I'm always looking for, you know, new styles to wear and new techniques and how I do my styling. So thank you all for watching. I'll be back home tomorrow. There probably will not be a video posted tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day. You know, I got to be at the airport by about 6:30, and I don't get to Detroit till 6:30, which means I don't get home at least till, you know, 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So I have more than a 12-hour travel day tomorrow. So I probably won't be able to post a video, but I might be able to post one tonight, because we are going to dinner tonight. I don't know how much I'm going to change up. I'll probably wear the same dress, maybe change the shoes, and I'll leave my hair like it is right now. But thanks for watching. Thanks for all of y'all that keep supporting me and watching my videos, even though I know they're not great quality, you know, while I'm out here, you know, out using my iPad. You know, I'm sure you know that the front video camera on the iPad is nowhere near as good as the back one. So I will see you all on probably Friday. Thanks for watching.